The real secret to getting more done is actually by doing less. Right? You're probably a little confused by this, especially because of the narratives that get pushed all over YouTube. But I'm going to explain this in a way that hopefully makes it click for you so that you can actually start making progress. Right? You've probably been trying to make progress a lot and been getting sucked down YouTube rabbit holes on different productivity techniques and tips and different habits that you can add to your life. And I was stuck in this cycle for 2 years and made literally no progress. But the actual secret is to do less. It's literally it. So, but let me explain. The amount of work that you can get done is fully based around how much you can focus, right? Your ability to focus. And focus is really just the ability to stay concentrated on one thing for an extended amount of time. It's the key to productive and quality work, right? There are no 5 hacks or 7 quick tips that are going to actually make a major difference more than just cultivating your focus. Everyone tells you that adding certain habits into your day and into your work is going to actually make like some huge, ridiculous change, and that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. But the truth is, you need to cut out habits. Right? You need to essentially declutter your life and your brain so that you just have time to focus and dedicate to one thing. Because, like I said before, focus is the ability to remain concentrated on one thing. So if you're trying to implement a million different habits and tactics around getting work done, then your focus is just stretched across a bunch of different avenues that aren't actually serving you or building up to anything. You are going to see incredible change if you cut out all the habits that you've picked up from clickbaity videos with titles like 7 best tips to instantly increase your work or work like a god, like whatever. Right? If you just cut out all these excess habits and get down to the core things that you need to focus on and work on just focusing on that for longer periods of time, you're going to completely change the amount of work you get done in a sitting. Now, to actually improve your focus outside of the work that you're doing so that you can work longer, more easily, there are really just 2 things that you can do. One is meditation. I've talked about this a bunch of times. Everybody talks about it, and there's a good reason, right? Meditation is literally like your superpower and your key to just unlocking your ability to focus, and it helps in a million other places in your life. So if you don't know how to do that, I have a beginner's guide that I made. It's a simple 4-step process. Just go check that out. Second, you need to isolate the things that you do that give you the most return. And this is like the Pareto principle, where 20% of what you do gets you 80% of your results, and vice versa. Right? 80% of what you do is only giving you 20% of your results, but you're spending 80% of your time on it. Right? This is what I'm talking about with these BS habits that aren't actually contributing anything to your life, bro. Like, get that out of your head. Focus on the 20% that it's giving you your results and become amazing at it so that it takes over and creates all your results. And then you'll be able to add things onto that actually make a difference instead of the 80% that you're doing that contributes nothing. I'm not saying get rid of the 80% if it's like things like family time and stuff like that. Right? Legitimate good uses of your time, like family time and reading and these things. If this is part of your 80%, right, then they just either haven't compounded their interest yet, like reading, like you just haven't read enough to really get the results, or it's just something that's actually wholesome and good for you, like family time and social connection. And that's fine. But all these habits and like hacks that you have added onto your life are just distracting you from your results. Like for a minute, I really thought that creating like the perfect page was really the key before I even started anything, right? I hadn't thought about a video, hadn't thought about scripting or creating any sort of content, right? Any part of it. All I was thinking about was the initial presentation and what should the channel name be and all this stuff. And it's super simple, right? Like, that stuff can come later. But I'm not going to get any results if I don't fucking make a video and put out content. It's super simple. So You need to focus on the things that give you the most return. So just to summarize here, right? Focus is your ability to concentrate on just one thing for an extended amount of time. And your focus is cut when you spread it to a million different things and a million different habits. So if you can isolate the things that are really just essentially time wasters and cut those out and actually commit to some sort of meditation to actually improve your focus, you're going to be able to focus so much better and for so much longer than you ever were before, that you're going to get not only more work done in the time that you actually sit down to do work, but you're going to be able to work for longer in and of itself. So you're going to become more productive in multiple ways. And that's just going to compound on itself and allow you to just become more productive than almost anybody you know, because most people don't do this. Most people are looking for those little habits that they can add, and maybe they'll get some extra work here and there, and they get nothing done. So cut out these time wasters and these things that aren't helping you. Cultivate your focus and just focus on the 20% of things you do that give you 80% of results, and grow that. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I hope you got value out of this. And as always, stay blessed.